Hello folks, we're starting a new channel called AJ Bets. This is about you following I'm just beginning into the cryptocurrency ordeal ordeal, however you want to look at it. And this is so y'all can follow along my experience. I have very little experience at it. I mean, I've looked into it years ago. I was an IT professional when it came up. I looked into it. I almost got into it way back in the beginning. I wish I had, but now we're about to have a whole new resurgence, or bull market as they call it, of all of the cryptocurrencies are going to go up right now. So I'm getting into it. I'm getting some cryptocurrency because I was diagnosed with MS a couple of years ago, and I have to find a way to subsidize my income. So between my YouTube channels, my Twitch channel, my library TV channel, and cryptocurrency, hopefully I'll make enough to where right now I can barely walk with a cane. Hopefully I'll be able to make enough to where, you know, I can support myself as this disease, illness, whatever it is, progresses, and I can no longer work. Right now the only thing I can do is drive Uber and Lyft. But anyway, that was just to give you that information up front. So my very first video is to show you all, I mean, first of all, this whole purchasing of cryptocurrency is a real pain. You have to have a wallet for each thing. I mean, there are some wallets that do multiple coins, but you have to have a wallet for each thing. You know, you got to store the private keys, the public keys, all this stuff, which I'm not unfamiliar with. I mean, I've used PGP since the 90s, which is a way of signing emails and encrypting and all of that stuff, and using things like SSH, secure logins to servers and stuff, because I was a network administrator, a network engineer, and I also administered some commercial websites. So, you know, I'm familiar with all of that. But as it applies to currency, it's a little bit new. So I'm learning, the thing I'm having the most issues with is the whole process of actually getting currency and manipulating it and watching it and all of that. So my very first video is to show you something that just irritated the hell out of me. I said, I got to make a video about this. This is crazy. So this is about, I created a Coinbase account. Now Coinbase, you can get in an app on your phone. You can also use a web interface, right? It was one of the cryptocurrencies I was interested in based on my research. Was a little hard for me to get a hold of, so I got a hold of it through Coinbase because I actually had it, and it was a way for me to actually deposit money right away, get it, etc. So the initial deposit in the Coinbase was immediate. I was able to immediately, you know, purchase XRP, which is the cryptocurrency I'm talking about. So I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. However, here, let me show you the interface. As you can see here, for Coinbase is not the greatest. I mean, this is how you track. This is my XRP right here. This is how you track your stuff. I mean, this is not very informative. If you are just, you know, you're going to buy it, forget about it, check on it in a few months, that kind of thing, that's fine. But I plan on trying to, you know, move stuff around, convert it from one coin to the other if necessary. Maybe not this one, but some. So I actually wanted to get it into a better interface, which would be, you know, Coinbase has a pro interface called Coinbase Pro. So I got a hold of Coinbase first, went this route, then I found Coinbase Pro. Now in Coinbase Pro, you're supposed to be able to, you know, import from Coinbase for free, and it's instant, etc., and so on. So as you can see here, this is just today. Where's my? You can see right down here under the Buy XRP button, that shows how much XRP I have. I actually shorted myself by $2 because it went up while I was trying to do this. I was trying to get it to 100, about 100 even XRP. So I'm not going to pay another $1.50 to bring it up by 6 XRP, which is, as you can see, 34 cents each. You know, it's ridiculous. But anyway, so when I first started, I linked my bank account because in my experience, and probably yours as well, when you link your bank account to another account, transfer is almost instantaneous. There are some banks and some places that it takes a business day, the following business day, because they have somebody manually verifying that kind of thing. I have another bank that does that too. So I linked my bank account because I wanted to make sure that I could do things as quickly as possible, because if I see something in my research and I see the price move, and I want to be able to get that stuff right now, right? I mean, that's what everybody who's getting into cryptocurrency wants to be able to do, correct? Okay. So let me see if I can find where my is it here? Yeah, right here. Here you go. Now you see my balance is 94. I bought XRP on February 14th. I bought my initial 17. I think it was like $5. Yeah, 501 to get my initial XRP at 17. And then I just wanted to watch it a little bit. Now, I was going to transfer this to the Pro. I'm going to show you that in a minute. This is crazy. But as you can see, now the reason that I bought this XRP today, $26, is because I actually, you can deposit cash. If you're going to deposit cash in any exchange, you really need to deposit it as US dollars or US dollar coin, kind of like just to hold it there, and then you would convert so much of that into whatever cryptocurrency you want. Okay, it doesn't work like using the card at the convenience store, right? So you have to actually put it in. You can buy it directly, which is what I did here, because when I tried to do US dollars, first I did it with my linked account, because it's, I think the fees was like 50 cents or something like that. And then obviously, because in my experience, that is the quickest way for it to go. It takes 8 days. 8 days. Do you have any idea how much money you can lose in one day on messing with cryptocurrency, let alone 8 days? I have no idea who these people are. I was under the impression that was some American guy who started this. I can't remember his name, but I ran across it in a YouTube video, which is how I heard about it. And but 8 days, 8 days to transfer money from my linked bank account. I mean, this isn't like I mean, no matter who you deal with, if it's an electronic transfer, it's usually that quick, unless there's some kind of administrative stuff that they're doing before they even process it and that kind of stuff. And even that only takes a day or two at most. 8 days. Okay, so I had to turn around and add my debit card, which doesn't take 8 days. It's immediate, but there's a $1.50 fee to that. So I think the 8 days is just to get you to use your card so they can charge you this fee. All right. So now I have another $30 that I have to wait 8 days to come out of my bank account, because all I wanted to do is buy this XRP here. So, I mean, it's not a big loss. I'll probably use it for something else. I just didn't want to be out $60 today, which isn't a lot when you're dealing with cryptocurrency. But like I said, I'm handicapped, and I drive for Uber and Lyft for a living. I can't afford to put a couple of grand in here, right? So I have to deal with little bits at a time. All right, but let me show you something interesting. Here's my XRP. You can see that, like I said, I have 94.715701 XRP, $31 worth. Okay. Now I'm going to switch over to my Coinbase Pro and show you what's going on here. Okay, this is my Coinbase Pro. I have XRP up on the screen. As you can see, there's a lot more information. It's a much better interface. This is what I want to be able to look at. This shows you real-time changes and all that kind of stuff, right? Over here on the left, I hope you can see my mouse. I have it set so you can. Over here on the left, you see it says deposit and withdraw. So I'm going to hit deposit. Now, if you have US coin or whatever, here, let me show you. Select market. You see here you have, where the heck is it? Actually, it's probably quicker for me to show you this way. Deposit. Okay, you see at the top it says USD. That's where you would transfer funds into USD, and then you would keep it there. It would hold its value, you know, equal to fiat. I still haven't found out why they call it fiat, but that's basically the money. And if you're in another country, it'll be whatever your local currency is that you would put this into. I just got a notification. I don't know if y'all saw that, but anyway, the USD. So I originally put the $30 in through Coinbase Pro using this USD thing. If you go in here, USD, okay, then it says bank account, wire transfer, and in Coinbase. Now see where right here, now this is from the basic Coinbase, which I was just showing you. It says transfer funds instantly from Coinbase.com to Coinbase Pro. Right, so then you click on that, and then it'll say how much cash you have. Right now I don't have any because it takes 8 days for that transfer to happen. To your default portfolio, you would hit max, this whatever, blah blah blah. So I don't have anything. So I chose bank account. Now this is my linked bank account, right? So I did this, and you see at the bottom where it says processing time, 3 to 5 days. Okay, that's not true. This is where I actually initiated the transfer. I said 3 to 5 days. All right, well, if that's what I got to put up with, that's what I got to put up with, right? So I initiated the transfer. Turns out Coinbase Pro actually uses Coinbase.com to do the transfer. So as you saw, well, I don't think I actually, let me see if I can pull that up. It takes 8 days for that transfer to take place. Let me find it here. Actually, where the heck would that be? So I don't even know where. Oh, here we go. This will work. I don't think y'all can see this yet. Let me change my screen. Okay. There we go. This is the main page, right? And it says right here on the right, recent transactions, bought XRP. Now under that, you see deposited funds on the same day. That was because what I said, I was going through Coinbase Pro, deposit to US dollars. And then I went looking for it. I'm like, well, where the hell is my deposit? Where is the transaction thing? Nothing. So I end up coming back in here, and I see it's in here. Now you see down here, deposited funds. Now if I click on that, look at the bottom right. It says arrives in 8 days. 8 days. Now where I actually initiated the transaction, it said 3 to 5 days. But it actually went and used Coinbase.com, and now it says 8 days. Ridiculous. Okay. Now let me show you something else. All right. So let's say, all right, now I'm in here. I'll redo this so you know exactly where I was again. I want to deposit my XRP, which I just purchased, into my Pro account, because I think it's going to show, and it's going to give me different statistics in that, because it's actually going to be in here. I don't have anything in here right now, so that's what I'm going to find out. So I select XRP. Now look, I don't have a bank account option, so you cannot buy coin directly. You can do a USD and that's it. You can't do coin directly through your bank account and all that like you can on Coinbase.com. So I'm going to select Coinbase.com because that's where I have my XRP. Now it says up here I have 94.715701 to my default portfolio, which now has 0. And down here it says 0 XRP. So I'm going to hit max. And you see it populates it with the amount I have. Available to deposit, funds on hold 0. Okay, let's do it. We'll hit deposit. What is this? The following error occurred. You currently only have 3.582624 XRP available, $1.20. Now, every time I do this, it actually gives me a different number. It said 4 XRP once, and it said 3 pretty much every time after that. But that number, $1.20, keeps changing. And the number of the point whatever keeps changing as well. Now, I'm supposed to, as you saw, deposit, and now it even says right down here, processing time instant, unlimited, 0 fee, available to deposit 94 point blah blah blah, funds on hold 0. Okay, now let me show you what that funds on hold is. I have Bitcoin here too. Now if I go down to Bitcoin, Coinbase.com, it says available to deposit 0, funds on hold 0.005, however many Satoshi that is. That's what they call it if it's less than a whole coin. It's called Satoshi, but it's a certain number. Anyway, so if you wanted, this is what it should say if I don't have anything available, or if I only have partial. The numbers should be on here under available to deposit and funds on hold. But that isn't what it says. So let's go back to XRP. Coinbase.com. Available to deposit 94 XRP. Funds on hold 0. Set it back to max. And deposit. Oh, it said the same number this time. The following error occurred. You currently only have 3.58 blah blah blah. So that is the issue that I am having with Coinbase. I would like to recommend it, but so far I'm not getting a warm and fuzzy about Coinbase.com. Once this, if I ever figure out what's going on here, I'll make another video and let y'all know. Until next time, y'all take it easy.